Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We got some hopefully mods coming on today. I'm about to go get some tires mounted. I just bought some new wheels. Give you a look here. I'm hoping they will fit. I bought a unique size. I'll kind of show you those once they're mounted and stuff like that. My truck has no lift or anything like that on it, but I bought a set of RaceLine wheels. About 5. Got the other ones loaded up in here. I bought them in a 17 by 8.5, 0 offset. I believe it's a 4.75 backspace on them. And hopefully with the wheel size or the tire size that I picked, hopefully they'll fit without any kind of rubbing or anything like that, or maybe only slight rubbing without the lift. Let me move these into the light here a little bit. So that's what we got. You can't really see them yet. Lighting in the garage is bad right now. But yeah. We're gonna head off to the tire shop right now, get some tires mounted on them. Hopefully they can mount them to the truck. And we'll see how they look. Alright, well, I just made it back from the shop. The shop really is Walmart. I bought the tires through Walmart. The tires that I went with are the Kenda Klever RTs. And I went with the 33 by 10.5 17s. Walmart, since my truck is stock, truck is all stock height and everything like that, they would mount and balance the wheels, but they would not put them on because they say for stock height they will not fit. So from the research that I've done, between the offset and the width on the tires and stuff like that, they may fit on the stock TRD off-road suspension. So I'm basically going to mount up the backs. Definitely will fit, no problem. I'm going to mount the front ones up to see if what it looks like for fitment, if there's going to be any kind of major rubbing or anything like that. And if not, then we'll go ahead and mount them all up, and I'll give you a walk around and look at them. But basically, here is the rim and tire. And again, it's a 17 by 8.5 RaceLine. It's a gauge. I forget. I think it's like 905 gauge is the wheel. And then again, the tires are the Kendas. And I don't know if you can see it here, but if not, it's 33 by 10.5. So, and the wheels have a 0 offset. So I think with the 10.5 inch width, 0 offset wheel, 4.75 backspacing, I think we may be good, but we will see. All right, let me get these things mounted up and we'll take a look. All right, guys, we got the tires on. They are mounted. And I'm gonna take the car for the truck for a quick little ride, see if I get any rub or anything like that. And then I'll give you guys a walk around from the outside and see if I can find somewhere to actually like kind of maybe even flex it a little bit to see if I can get it. So far, just pulling out and just driving normal. I haven't heard any rub yet. So I'll probably get the usual, maybe at full crank or maybe when I'm backing up, rubbing. But so far, just driving it around these curves in my neighborhood right here, nothing yet, which is awesome, being that these are a 33-inch tire. And again, I'm on stock TRD off-road suspension. So let me see if I can find a place to give you guys a walk around, and I'll show you the tires again and give you the specs again, just so you guys know in case you guys are looking for a similar setup in the future or something. All right, guys, so let me give you a walk around the truck. I just stopped like in this parking lot here. I just washed the truck. It's too cold, I'm not gonna dry it, but it just needs to be washed. It hasn't been washed since my move. But here, without further ado, let me show you what these wheels and tires look like on the truck. So far, I haven't heard any rub except for when I'm backing up. And then so you can see the space in here. So if I turn the wheel, It gets a little bit close here, which I can probably trim, which is probably what's rubbing. I don't think it's rubbing on the cab mount as of yet. Maybe if we're not off-road it will, but currently it's not rubbing. Of course the rear doesn't rub anywhere. But they look amazing, they ride amazing. They're super quiet, even though the tread looks pretty aggressive. But they are super quiet, they ride really well. They're not real skinny, so they're not like those 255s, you know, that look crazy skinny. These look pretty good, proportionate and stuff like that. And I'm just happy that I'm able to fit them without having to throw money into a lift right away, which I plan on doing anyway in the future, but this will help me on my trips for now with the terrain, and just give me a little bit extra ground clearance, because your ground clearance comes straight from the tire anyway. So without having to do like a lift to fit the taller tires, is really good. Now look at the tires. Sidewalls are super looking aggressive. And then let me see if I can show you on the tires so you can see the size again. Yeah, so right here, kind of see 33 by 10.5 R17. So again, the actual wheels are RaceLine 905 gauge, I believe is the actual model. They are a 17 by 8.5, and again 0 offset but a 4.75 backspace. So with that, nowhere near the A-arm here on top. And again, the tires are 10.5 inch wide, so not as wide as your normal like 285s. And I think that's what's really helping between the offset and being only 10.5 inches wide, is what's really helping with the rubbing. So can you fit 33s on a stock Tacoma? Yes, you can. If you get the right offset wheel, if you buy the right size width, it is possible. Now, will I get some rubbing when I'm off-roading? How it is? Probably. I'll get some. There's probably some trimming that I can do, but without having to run out and buy a lift kit to get like 2.5 inches to fit like a 285, I'm very happy. Plus I love the way the tires look. So far they ride great. They're super quiet. The whole truck just looks so much meaner with the new wheels and tires. I didn't necessarily want to do black. Black kind of disappears when you're doing photos and when you're trying to video the truck, but I love the wheel. It's a perfect offset, perfect everything with the tires and all that. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll leave the description again with the actual exact sizes and specs and offsets and all that stuff. All right guys, again, any questions, just leave them in the comments below, and hopefully the next video is my first camping video with the truck, out with the tires and the whole setup of the bed and everything like that. All right, I just wanted to end the video with a quick comparison. I did buy 5 wheels, so I do have a spare, so I have this full-size spare here, and just to show you for comparison for what the stock one looks like. So you can definitely tell the 33s are a little bit taller for sure. I'd say they're probably a good at least, you know, inch taller, 1.5 inches maybe. As far as width goes, when I actually measured them, these measure out pretty close to 10.5. It's a little, probably like a tad bit wider than 10.5. And then fully aired up, they're about 32 3/4 probably, so 32.75 aired up right now with the tire just sitting how it is, no weight on it or anything like that. This one, the reason why I think they fit good is because this one's actually about 10 1/4 inch width. So going to this other tire, it's not too much wider, it is taller, but I think that's what helps definitely with the whole rubbing issue and stock suspension and all that stuff. Definitely wheel offset and everything definitely plays a huge role in it, but the jump isn't too crazy. All right, and again, as I said, if you guys have any questions, just leave a comment below. And again, in the side of the description, I'll leave the specs for the new wheels and everything like that.